and it's called Harold and the Purple Crayon by Clarka Jones. Harold and the Purple Crayon. Harold and the Purple Crayon. One afternoon after Thanksgiving, over for some time, Harold discovers to go for a walk. In the moonlight. There wasn't any moon. And Harold needed a moon for a walk in the moonlight. And he needed something to walk on. Because there's no ground, he needs to draw it. He made a long, straight path so he would get lost. So he wouldn't get lost. And he set off on his walk, taking his big purple crayon with him. But he didn't seem to be getting anywhere on the long, straight path. So he left the path for a shortcut. Oscar a field, and the moon went with him. The shortcut led right to where Harold thought a forest to be. He didn't want to get lost in the woods, so he made a very small forest with just one tree. That's really weird. It turned out to be an apple tree. The apple would be very tasty, Harold thought, when they got red. So he put a fire-breathing dragon under the tree to guard the apples. It was so terrifying, fire-breathing dragon. It even frightened Harold. He backed away, his hand holding a purple crayon snap. Suddenly, what was happening? But the Harold was over his head in the ocean. He came up thinking fast, and into time he was climbing aboard a tiny little boat. He was quicker set sea, and the moon shined along with him. And after he said Sally long another Harold made land without much trouble, he stepped air chute on the beach where he was. There was nothing but pie, but there were all 9 kinds of pies Harold likes best. 9, really? Come on! You're supposed to have one favorite. When Harold finishes his picnic, there was quickly a lot left. He hated to see so much, discovering pie go to waste. So Harold left a very hungry moose and designed perfectly fine to finish it. And off he went, looking for a hill to climb. That's my favorite bed. To see where he was. Harold knew that the higher up he went, the farther he could see. So he decided to make a hill into a mountain. It lived. He went high, anything they ought he could see the window of his bedroom. He was trying to feel out to be getting to bed. He hopped to could see his bedroom window from up top the mountain, but as he looked down or the other side, he slipped, and there was any side for the mountain. He was falling in midair. But lucky he kept his weight and his purple crown. He made a balloon. He grabbed onto it and made a basket under a balloon, big anything to stand in. He had a fine view from the balloon, but he couldn't see his window. He could ever see a house. So he made a house with windows. And later, balloon on the grass and the front of the yard. None of the windows was his window. Of course they're not, because he made that house. He tried to think where his window about to be. He made some more windows. He made a big building full of windows. He made lots of buildings full of windows. He made a whole city full of windows. But none of them were the windows was his window. He couldn't think where it might be. He decided to ask a police officer. So the policeman pointed the way Harold was going anyway, but Harold thanked him. And he was alone with the moon, wishing he was in his room. And then suddenly Harold remembered. He remembered what his bedroom window was when there was a moon. It was always right around the moon. And then Harold made his bed. Get it? He got in it and he drew up the covers. The purple crayon dropped on the floor and Harold dropped off to sleep.